the weaver of dreams. In the heart of a sun-drenched village nestled between the vast, golden plains and the ancient, whispering baobab trees of Kenya, lived a young woman named Zara. Her spirit was as vibrant as the patterned kangas she wore, and her laughter, a melody as sweet as the song of the crested crane. Zara was known not just for her beauty, but for her extraordinary skill with a loom. Her hands, nimble and quick, wove stories into every thread, creating tapestries that spoke of the land's rich history, its legends, and its resilient people. Zara's greatest dream was to open a weaving school, a place where the village's young girls could learn the ancient craft, preserving their heritage while also finding a path to independence. She believed that just as threads intertwine to form a strong cloth, so too could their community grow stronger through shared skills and dreams. Her father, Juma, a man whose wisdom was as deep as the village well, supported her wholeheartedly. "A woman with a skill is a woman with a voice," he would often say, his eyes crinkling at the corners as he watched Zara work. Her mother, Amina, a gentle soul with a spirit as kind as the morning dew, also encouraged her, remembering a time when women's crafts were cherished above all. Zara toiled tirelessly. By day, she sold her exquisite weaves in the bustling market, her voice clear and melodious as she haggled with traders. By night, under the soft glow of an oil lamp, she experimented with new dyes extracted from roots and leaves, striving to create colors that captured the vibrant hues of the African sunset. Every coin she earned, every intricate pattern she perfected, was a step closer to her dream. One scorching afternoon, as Zara was meticulously arranging her wares, a shadow fell over her stall. She looked up to see a tall, imposing man, his face etched with authority, his eyes as sharp as an eagle's. This was Chief Mwamba, the village elder, a man respected and feared in equal measure. His presence always brought a hush to the market. "Your weaves are beautiful, young woman," Chief Mwamba rumbled, his voice deep and resonant. "But dreams of schools? They are for men, for the strong. A woman's place is in the home, bearing children, tending the hearth." Zara's heart sank, but her gaze did not falter. "Chief Mwamba," she replied, her voice steady despite the tremor in her hands. "Our mothers and grandmothers wove stories into our lives long before men ruled the council. This craft is our legacy, and it can bring prosperity to our daughters, just as it has brought prosperity to me." Chief Mwamba scoffed, a dismissive wave of his hand. "Prosperity? What nonsense! You are but a child, dreaming of things beyond your grasp. Find a good husband, Zara, and leave such thoughts to those who understand them." With that, he turned and strode away, leaving Zara to the sympathetic glances of her fellow traders. Despite the setback, Zara refused to be discouraged. Her resolve hardened. She would prove Chief Mwamba wrong. She continued to save, to weave, to dream. Months turned into a year. Zara had accumulated a small but significant sum. She had even found a small, unused hut on the edge of the village, perfect for her school. She confided her plans in Juma, her father, who, though cautious, was immensely proud. "It is a bold step, my daughter," he said, "but a worthy one." The day Zara began clearing the hut, news of her endeavor spread like wildfire. Many in the village, especially the women, whispered words of encouragement. But a few, swayed by Chief Mwamba's traditional views, shook their heads, predicting her failure. Just as Zara was about to begin repairs on the hut, a messenger arrived, summoning her to Chief Mwamba's compound. Her stomach fluttered with apprehension. Had her defiance angered him further? She found Chief Mwamba seated on a carved stool, surrounded by his advisors, their faces grim. "Zara," the chief began, his voice devoid of its usual booming quality, "I have heard of your ambition." Zara braced herself. "My youngest daughter, Shani," he continued, his gaze shifting to a quiet, frail-looking girl sitting beside him, "she is ill. The healers have tried everything, but her fever persists, her cough worsens. They say only a truly unique medicine, made from the rarest of herbs found deep in the whispering caves, can save her. Zara looked at Shani, whose small frame trembled, her eyes dull with sickness. A wave of compassion washed over her. No man in this village has dared to venture into those caves, Chief Mwamba admitted, a hint of desperation in his voice. They are said to be guarded by ancient spirits. But you, Zara, you are a brave one. Your spirit is strong, like a warrior's. If you bring back these herbs, I will not only allow your school, but I will support it with all my power. I will even send my daughters to learn from you. Zara's mind reeled. The whispering caves were legendary, whispered about only in hushed tones, a place of danger and mystery. Yet, the thought of Shani, so young and vulnerable, suffering, spurred her on. And the promise of Chief Mwamba's support, it was everything she had dreamed of. I will go, Zara said, her voice firm, but only if you promise to truly support my school, not just in word, but in deed. Chief Mwamba nodded, his face solemn. My word is my bond, Zara. Bring back the herbs, and your dream will become a reality. The next morning, armed with a small torch, a water skin, and a heart brimming with both fear and determination, Zara set out for the whispering caves. The journey was arduous, through thorny bushes and over rocky terrain. As she approached the caves, the air grew heavy, and a strange, mournful sound, like the wind sighing through ancient bones, echoed around her. Inside, it was pitch black, save for the weak flicker of her torch. The air was damp and cold, and unseen creatures scuttled in the darkness. Zara pressed on, her eyes scanning the cave walls for the elusive herbs. Hours passed. Her hope began to wane. Just as despair threatened to consume her, a faint glow emanated from a crevice. She pushed forward, and there, nestled amongst dark rocks, were the herbs, luminous and ethereal. With trembling hands, Zara carefully gathered the precious plants, wrapping them in a piece of cloth. As she turned to leave, a deep rumble echoed through the cave, and a shower of pebbles rained down from the ceiling. Fear seized her, but she clutched the herbs tighter, her mind fixed on Shani, on her school, on her promise. She scrambled out of the cave, gasping for breath, the precious herbs safe in her possession. When Zara returned to the village, exhausted but triumphant, a crowd had gathered. Chief Mwamba rushed forward, his eyes wide with disbelief and relief as he saw the herbs in her hand. Shani's mother wept tears of joy, taking the herbs from Zara and rushing them to the healer. Days later, the news spread, Shani's fever had broken. She was recovering. Chief Mwamba, true to his word, became Zara's staunchest advocate. He not only provided resources for her weaving school but actively encouraged the village girls to enroll. He himself, along with his other daughters, became regular visitors, watching in awe as Zara taught her students, their nimble fingers weaving threads of hope and tradition. Zara's school thrived. Girls from Kubra, and even neighboring villages, flocked to learn from her. Her weaves, once just stories, now became symbols of empowerment, of resilience, of dreams realized. The melodies of laughter and the rhythmic clatter of looms filled the air, a testament to Zara's unwavering spirit. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in fiery hues, Zara sat by her loom, a new tapestry taking shape under her hands. This one depicted a young woman, brave and determined, facing a looming shadow, holding a torch high. It was her story, a story of courage, of community, and of dreams woven into the very fabric of life. Would you like to hear another story, or perhaps explore a different theme?